Come one and all, we'll have a ball. It's time for a haul.
It is time for a haul, everyone.
You couldn't even keep it together.
Listen, it's not Blue's Clues. This is actually still our channel.
It's true, but we might as well be the Blue's Clues of comic book reviews.
Reid, you're just so good at writing little jingles for videos, so that's what we do.
You were good at playing the little jingles.
Thank you so much.
It was so good.
Thank you so much. I'm really talented. So I'm also talented at buying books.
It's true.
We went out of town. We went to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Was it last week? Yeah, last week.
Yes, last week.
And it was very exciting. We went to see VV.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. But we also bought books. We bought graphic novels. We bought books. In a different video, you're going to see some games we bought.
Yep.
So, but for right now, we're going to talk about books. You're going to start with this one.
I'm going to start with this one.
This is the one, yeah.
This is the one. Stopover in Lion, An Adventure of Three Storks.
What more could you want?
Honestly,
look at these storks.
Look at them. Look at those storks. Look at how much fun they look.
Very cool.
They look fun. Cool. I honestly didn't realize it until later. I thought it was like going to be in a different language, legitimately, when I looked it through. Because it was one of those things that we kind of like just flipped through. And apparently, I don't remember it, but you do. That you grabbed it.
Yeah.
And we're like,
and I was
you
like,
should
this
look at
looks
this.
Cool.
And it looks fun. And so it's The Adventures of Three Storks. Don't know anything about it. Don't know who put it out. Don't know who wrote it. There's 3 names on here, and I'm going to say them all wrong, so I'm not even going to try.
Here's the thing, everyone. If you don't realize from this haul or previous hauls, we like to go to used bookstores and get used graphic novels, used books. Do we sometimes read the back? Sometimes. But usually we're flipping through. We're looking at the art. We're getting a general vibe. And that had you all over it. I was like, this general vibe, especially this cool guy right here. I was like, you're this cool guy. You need to read this book. So this
book is a vibe.
It's a vibe, and it's all Reid.
It's my vibe.
So speaking of vibe, this is just a good book vibe. My wonderful, amazing co-host, Miriam. I keep touching my mic. I'm so sorry if that was loud. I keep accidentally doing it every time. She had a very positive review of this on our reading update, which is every Thursday. You should check it out. We have a good time. Frizzy is something she read recently. This is from First Second, which I adore First Second stuff. I've gotten this from the library a few times and never read it. So I found it at a used bookstore. It looks like no one's ever touched it. It was a very good price. And I was like, okay, I'm getting it. It will make me read it more than I think a library book would. Yeah. I'm getting really good at reading what I own. So
it's true. You've gotten much better at it.
Thank you so much.
It's something you've really been doing a great job with it.
Thank you, Reid.
This was a big one for me. And I'm really kind of surprised that we found it because I've been looking for it, and it's the World War I box set of Tardy's The War of the Trenches and Goddamn This War. And I'm just super stoked to find it because I know it's not out of print or anything. You can find it. We looked it up, but we found them at a used bookstore for a good deal for a decent price. And I was like, done. So you snagged it up. So I'm really interested. I know a lot of people really praise this work as some of the best war comics and just some of the best great top level cartooning. So I'm super excited for this.
For sure. Another thing I found that looks like no one's touched it. I love going to used bookstores and being like, oh, this looks brand new. And I'm really excited about it. Speaking of Mary M again, she gifted me the first what is it called? I Hear the Sunspot. And I loved it, and I was like, I need more of it. This is the continuation. I think the next series is, Theory of Happiness, which is this, and then Limits, which I guess there's one more after Limit. Thanks, Hayden, for pointing that out to me. So I need to get that one. But I'm stoked to have these. It is about there's 2 guys, they're in college, and they form a relationship because one of them is helping the other one, being like an aide in class because the other one is hard of hearing. So he needs the extra help in class, and that is how they come together and learn things about each other. And it's just a interesting and really cool representation that I don't see at all, if enough, for sure. So I really like the first one. I'm hoping the rest will be great too, and I'll let you know.
Awesome. I didn't know anything about that. I just knew it's a thing that you've read.
Yep.
And that you liked it. So that's cool. Yeah. I'm excited for that. This was a really fun one, and I've never read this book, but I follow the creator on social media, and like we've talked a couple times, and I've always loved their work, but I just don't think I've ever read the book, and that is Punk Taco. Because look at this,
Look
like
at that guy. Amazing.
how not, and this is like his. It is the author Adam Walenta and McCanna. I'm gonna guess, and I think that's their child, and they worked on this together, and it's just supposed to be like a fun all ages comic about a punk band in space that's fronted by a taco.
Speaking of vibes,
Yeah, it's a vibe. I mean,
it's just like, it's great when I go to a used bookstore and I find these weird things that it's like only Reid will pick this, not only Reid, but like this has Reid written all over.
I was so stoked about
Yeah.
this, just like seeing it in the wild, and so I'm happy to have it.
Very cool. Speaking of more manga that I had to get, I've had the first Our Dreams at Dusk for a while. I read the next, I think, 2 from the library, and I kept being like, I wish I just had these. There's only 4 total. And when I saw them there, and again, looks like nobody's really touched it, I was stoked. So this is a great LGBT series. I say great. I haven't read the end of it, so like, can I say that yet? But what I've read, I really like. And again, just a really unique. It deals with a lot of mental health and things that I don't see enough, especially in manga. So yeah, I really like what I've read, and I'm looking forward to more of it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So it's just 4 and then done.
Just 4 and done.
That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always fun in manga.
Yeah. So I completed the series. Yeah.
That's awesome. See, you've already done it. That's sweet. Let me look through some of this stuff.
You want that?
Not yet. That's a different store. We went to a different store, so I want to show it. Little tease. Ellerbisms. Mark Ellerby's like autobio like diary comics. Mark Ellerby, who we know from doing work with our friend Kyle Starks on Rick and Morty. He did the art on for a good chunk of Kyle's run on that. And this is just his like his autobio, like mini comic stuff. He like originally released it in mini comics, I think, and a bunch of stuff. It is signed by the illustrator. Look there. See, that's neat. Those are
What's
always.
the signature look like?
Oh,
we always like judging the signatures in these books.
And not bad. Not
it
just
could be better.
Interesting space. He's got all that real estate. All that real estate there, Mark.
It could be better.
And he just did that. But you know what? It's fine. I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. If I would have been there and he did that, then it would have been maybe.
I have to say, yeah, this is a UK book. I was going to say, like, because all of his stuff was, this kind of stuff was released, I think, only in the UK, right?
I think so,
like,
yeah.
We've never seen any of it, so that's really fun to find that in a used bookstore in Tennessee. Yeah, because there's only UK price on the back. I also love how these are like curved.
It's got a little curved thing.
I don't know.
So it looks like I've dropped it a few times already. I'm excited.
It does look really cool, though. I want to read this too.
So I'm really excited about this. This was just a cool thing to find.
Cool. I agree. So we're going to another store now, Reid.
No.
No? Okay.
That's the same store.
Just so weird about the store thing.
I wasn't.
Anyway, Steven Universe, Anti-Gravity. This is an original graphic novel that they came out with. Boom did. Kaboom, specifically. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read this one. I kind of just want all of it. I have that big, like, Steven Universe hardcover, the all-in-one, which I guess is, like, grossly out of print now.
Ooh.
Sad day. And, you know, these aren't in print anymore either. So when I see them now, I want to pick them up and I want to have them because I love it. And I feel like I'll enjoy it. That's all. Love it. Want more of it.
It's a good pick.
Yeah.
It seems fun. This is one. So I've seen this at places and I've always been like, this looks like something that you would enjoy and something that I would enjoy too. And you're going to have to help me. You don't know?
Well, that's the author. So you can just.
Is that Nananba, I believe. Nananba.
I don't know though.
We don't know, but this is a cool manga put out, and Drawn and Quarterly published it, and we always like these editions that Drawn and Quarterly puts out. They're just super well made and fun, and there's French flaps, neat, and just the art is like super cool, and it's manga, but it's different. And I feel like it's a little more like illustrative and just like way more like cartoony, and you can kind of see the style there. I mean, it's all that like.
It's also a memoir.
Is it a memoir?
Yeah, I know a little bit about this.
I
Yeah.
know nothing about it other than I was like, look at him, look at that guy. He's getting drawn on. That's fun.
It's the definitive work in a poetic memoir.
Oh.
So detailing his interest in yokai, spirit monsters.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, so I think it'd be really fun. And we love seeing like again to see manga, like nonfiction manga is like not the most popular thing either. But we're both looking forward to this. This is a good find. Good pick, Reid.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
There's a lot of stuff in this haul that we're kind of sifting through.
Yeah,
too.
I'm like, what else is there? I don't want to do that one. Let's do this one. Treasure in the Lake. This is something that just looked really cool from the cover, and it's blurred by some people that I like on the back. And the art looks really good. This was in the all ages graphic novel section, and it just looks like something I'll enjoy. Looks like a nice fun adventure, and that's all I need to know. Right?
Yeah, it looks like a Scholastic book.
I think it is.
Is it?
No, Harper Alley.
Okay.
A beautifully drawn coming of age adventure story. That's what it is.
Ooh, we love an adventure story.
Yes,
we
we
love
do.
coming of age.
Yes, we do.
love those things.
Mm-hmm.
Here are just some other random, like, non-comic books that we found.
Okay. Yeah, we could show. These are really cool.
Those are cool. These are neat.
These two. What are they called?
What are they called?
Why do you?
I'm just repeating everything you said.
What is it called? How do you? Ronan Boyle.
Ronan Boyle
and the Bridge of Riddles.
Ronan Boyle and the.
Don't repeat what I'm saying. Ronan Boyle and the Bridge of Riddles, and Ronan Boyle and the Swamp of Certain Death. These are both by Tom Lennon, and there are illustrations in it. Blurbs on the back by Patton Oswalt and Weird Al. Come on. And yeah, this is prose and there's some illustrations. It's obviously like middle grade or something. But Tom Lennon, who we love, the actor, the funny guy, he wrote them. So I feel like these are ones that like we should look up the audiobook for Heroes Con. That's what we should do. Because they're probably fun and whimsical, and that's what it looks like.
It does look fun and whimsical.
Obviously these are Ollie stickers. We went to Ollie's.
Yeah, we went to an Ollie, so. And
we couldn't resist them. So that was exciting.
That was exciting. This was another one that you found. And
this is
Berts Way Home. Who's Bert? I bet that's Bert, but he looks fun. And this is just a little guy, a little boy. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited for you to read this because I think it fits. Yeah. This is, as we've been saying,
my vibe.
This is a vibe, and it's Kristen's vibe, 100%.
Speaking of vibe.
Oh.
I also found Bait and Witch, which is obviously a cozy mystery with some supernatural elements. First in a new series, and there's just kitty. So I had to get it. It was all like $1, y'all. Come on.
I mean, yeah, we're not going to pass up $1 books.
I mean, honestly can't. I don't know what this says.
I think
Gabalino? Gabalino and Gabalino the Witch's Cat. Okay. I found it at Ollie's and I was like, I need this, right? Like, again, a vibe. Whoever heard of a witch's cat with bright blue eyes and one white paw?
Ooh, snap.
Now I've heard of it. And there's also illustrations. Couldn't resist. Had to.
Yeah. And I guess lastly,
is
this is when we went to, so this book, no surprise, one of my favorite books I've ever read. Talked about it plenty of times.
I loved it too.
And you loved it as well. I own this. We own this in singles. This is one of the few series that we bought. I bought all the singles for it because I was reading it as it came out because I loved it that much. And the hardcover deluxe is no longer on IST. And so it was like, well, if we find it somewhere, we're going to snag it up. And that is, of course, Daniel Warren Johnson's Murder Falcon. And I am so excited for this. He's going to be at Heroes Con, so I'm going to for sure bring this and have him sign and sketch it because I need this. I need it. I want it. This is the word of the day is vibe. So this is the vibe 100%. I love this book. And it was still in the shrink. And I think it was discount. It was like 25% off of list. So I was like, I'll take it.
Not bad, especially for a comic shop.
For a comic shop, and it's still in the shrink. So I'm super excited. If you have not read this book, you need to, because it's the story of this guy, and the better short story, the better he plays this magical guitar, the better that the Murder Falcon fights monsters.
And there's more to it than that.
There's a lot more to it. That's just on the surface.
Right. We won't dive into how deep it is, but it is quite deep. In fact, it's to the point where like I finished it and we had like you didn't realize part of the ending, and I was like, no, but this, and you were like, what?
Yeah.
And that was fun. So there's a lot to it. Even like that's surface level fun, but there's way more to it than that. So everybody should check it out.
And the art is just so good. Daniel Warren Johnson is just the best artist working right now. Like one of the best top dogs. Just killing
fantastic.
Just killing
I imagine most of you have read this, but for those of you who haven't, definitely check it out.
Definitely check it out.
And let us know if you've read any of these books. If there's something we should prioritize. And yeah, we did it. That's what we did.
That's it. We've done it.
You're playing us out?
We did it. Wow. You know,
play us out.
Yeah. That's it. That's all. We had a ball.
Yeah.
That was our home.